like everything else in this aspect of industry, stand still. The whole industry, the whole world pass you by very, very quickly. You've got to be innovative. You've got to push production innovation.
Prices aren't coming down in traditional manufacturing. Okay, typically labour costs, shipping costs, time to market, everything is impacting, is having as a negative impact on a general part manufacturing.
I think it's a very challenging time for manufacturers in general. It's hard to know which way to move and when with the situation we've got with tariffs and general global uncertainty. I know a lot of some companies were struggling with that. Certainly though, we do see companies still moving forward with their really important sustainability agenda. And again, as you say, digitalisation, we've been talking about that for years now, but there are still many companies who need to take even their first steps.
We are behind in the productivity curve, so it's becoming more obvious that businesses are looking at digital opportunities to streamline their businesses, get more products out the door and become more efficient.
It isn't a case of tearing up the process and everything you've got in place. It's embracing and understanding the opportunity. Being prepared to think a little bit differently, be prepared to walk a walk with a company like HP to understand really what can be achieved.
So at the top end, there's some absolutely outstanding companies doing amazing things, world leading. As you go through the broader manufacturing base, I think it's no secret that it's well documented that some of the particularly smaller manufacturing firms are struggling to adopt these technologies.
Bigger organisations, they've already started implementing a lot of this. They're maybe quite a way down the road of having digital transformation for PLM systems, ERP systems that are already there. Maybe they've already got some equipment that's got some of this stuff built in. The smaller manufacturers, they are wanting to leverage these technologies. They want to get the efficiency data, they want to understand their energy usage, but they don't want to outlay all the capital to replace all of their existing equipment.
I visit businesses and number one pitfall 101 for digital transformation is if you bite off more than you can chew, then you fail. So you take on too much, you fail. It's all incremental improvements, incremental implementations, so you don't get the resistance from your people.
We've come on quite a big learning curve with the amount of data that we have. So we've tried to take the data from someone's head and try to apply a system that will share that with the whole company. So to try and be realigned to our customer requirements and be able to react using the systems that we've put in place instead of someone second guessing what might happen. Culturally was probably the biggest change. So we're a team of 40, so we're quite a very agile team. So to introduce a software for saying this is what we need to manufacture next, that was a big step. But we're already seeing the benefits now.
One of the key aspects for us is getting people ready for that change. So everybody with the entire factory takes part into changing one aspect of their job or production process every year. Therefore, everybody's used to change. So when we're looking at the adoption of artificial intelligence, changing the aspects of how we manufacture using Industry 4.0, where we're using robotics, automation within our process to take away the non-value add part of our manufacturing sector. Those are key with us, how we can drive down that cost.
Probably the most important is to have the right stakeholders at the very beginning of the implementation projects. So it's still common to forget IT departments, digital transformation departments, and all those IT departments needs to be part of the OT discussions. Okay, because nowadays the data is not standing in a silo or in an isolated system, so it needs to be part of a bigger ecosystem of solutions. So having the right stakeholders makes projects to be successful.
Start small. Like, you don't have to do everything all in one go. Ultimately, these comes down to business problems. If you can identify where you're losing money or losing efficiencies, or maybe, and you're not sure, identify that first, and then we can help you work out what is the best approach to get that, to start getting that insight, getting that information. Start with a small pilot is what I would say, rather than trying to do everything all in one go.